So if you want to look at the maps in their first configuration, as you go over the number of maps that are clustered together, you see a polygon that shows the actual perimeter of that area. And going here into this number 5, the more you select, the more you will bring the wells into specific single arrangements. And mousing over shows you the name of the village. You can also go to the stack and find perhaps a different view that will bring in the characteristics of the terrain. And if you then decide you're going to drill in a little bit more and want to get some detail, you see here that we have the Panda well at Corsade, and if we click here on view full screen, it will go to full screen, and we see that we've got a video, so we could go ahead and start playing that video while we look at the terrain. Where these people live with the sponsored Panda Restaurant Group well. Another way to look at the map is to, if you have Google Earth installed, go up to the icon that will export a Google Earth file. Click on that, and you'll see the file layer come up, and that will then bring you into the Google Earth environment with all of the mapping attributes that we saw earlier, and allowing you to look at each and every location and what possibilities exist for what we've got already on the map. A very interesting feature, as you zoom out and we look at Niger in a larger view, if you come over to the left-hand column and click on Global Awareness, you'll see the map populated with a lot of data that has been input by other organizations, nonprofits, and so forth, which is very helpful. For instance, if you're interested in finding new areas for mapping and putting the wells into areas of great need, you're able to do research. For instance, Lake Chad is very, very telling in terms of the number of people that live there. In this case, 20 million people in that area. And you can see how the lake, how it used to be quite a large area, is now diminished substantially, particularly in the Niger region. And so this would be very interesting in terms of going in closer into that corner of Niger and seeing, oh, we've got an airport here. That must mean that we've got some village area. So let's go in even closer, and my goodness, we have quite a large village. And it appears that there are no organizations in this area at this point, and so one can assume that there's probably a great need for water as Lake Chad has dried up. And a third way to access the map data is to go down into the actual data set itself and scan through until you find a particular location you might be looking for, and clicking on the link will take you directly to that area of the map. And then zooming in will take you to that map location where we wanted to get more information. Let's say again we want to take another view of that area and get a little bit more understanding of where exactly that well might be located. And we'll go ahead and close that window, and so we can pretty well determine that the well is right here, this part of the village. Now, if one was in the field and actually wanted to try and locate where safe water was, by clicking on this button right here with your smart mobile phone device with GPS, it would locate where you are and then give you the directions to where you needed to go in order to get to safe water. So there are a lot of different ways you can view the information, and if at some point you're kind of lost and need to restart, it's always good to just go and just reload the window, and it'll take you right back to the beginning.